behaviors that I don't consider confident behaviors. They may be considered alpha, and you may be able to look confident, but they don't convey the message I think people should convey. And one of them is hands in your pockets. You can look very confident with your hands in your pockets. You can look very alpha with your thumbs outside your pockets. You can look like you're framing your junk and all that. That said, I'm very against it because it's not open. It's not open to allowing people to talk to you. You're closing yourself up. You're putting your hands in your pockets. I mean, that's what shy people do, not what outgoing alpha people do. They tend to be more open with their hands. And I used to roll everywhere in a hoodie, and I'd put my hands in my pocket, but it really limits you. It limits the body language you use, and that's why I'm against it. The next thing I want to talk about is arms crossed. Arms crossed can show very alpha behavior as far as like making you look big, but it also closes you off. It makes you puts a barrier in front of you, and when you see somebody like that, it looks kind of threatening. It doesn't look non-threatening, and that's the problem with crossing your arms. While it looks kind of like a dominant behavior, it also looks kind of like an aggressive behavior, and you don't want that. You want to be non-threatening in courtship. You want them to feel comfortable talking to you. Fists. When you're talking, you shouldn't have fists. You want your hands to be loose. You want them to kind of, go through. When you have fists, it's a sign of aggression. It's, you're making yourself rigid. You're getting ready to fight. I'm against having fists while you're talking too. Another thing that's really weak, and the reason that I recommend smiling is because when we make eye contact with women, if we're not smiling, we look like we're mad dogging them, especially if they're insecure. And so if you're looking at a woman, don't be mad dogging her. Grant her a smile, raise your eyebrows a little, show them something different than just an aggressive behavior that looks like you're just kind of staring them down. Yeah, you want to make eye contact and you want to be confident, but you also want to be non-threatening. That might be throwing in a smile, maybe a flirting wink, or raising your brows. You just kind of want to avoid those aggressive behaviors, those in-your-face behaviors. You kind of want to give somebody their space. After all, as somebody who's territorial, you need your space too. And you want to avoid anxious behaviors. This means fiddling, playing with your keys, constantly preening. That's not alpha. You kind of want to show that you're not constantly adjusting yourself or playing with your keys or cracking your knuckles. You want to show that you're confident, and that means you're not using pacifying behaviors. Just kind of looking for more comfortable, relaxed behaviors, and that means getting rid of all those things that can look unfriendly, look non-threatening, make it so you're not open, put barriers in front of you. You want to make sure that you're open and you're non-threatening, and show some humility through those nonverbal behaviors.